And what is going on, guys? Andrew Hayes here, back with another video. And as always, I am joined by a guest in these videos. Same guy each time. You should know him by now, but introduce yourself anyway.
Nah, it's a new guy. It's just water bottle. No, I'm kidding. Hey, what's up, you guys? Film Fandom 599 here again, and we're here to do a reviews for NXT Takeover Phoenix and the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Quite the weekend.
It was.
Let me just get the Takeover card, because we, as usual, we start with Takeover. Go to the Royal Rumble. All right, so this was a pretty big one because this was the first new year, new predictions, those score resets. Even though I'm the reigning champion,
I'm taking that title. I will.
So we're even right now. As of now, we will see later. I have no idea. Honestly, I forgot who I predicted for most of these. Gonna be honest, but so we'll see how we do. The first match in Takeover, though, was the War Raiders versus the Undisputed Era for the NXT Tag Team titles. War Raiders won. That doesn't surprise me. I know I went with War Raiders initially and then switched it because I was kind of on the fence because I go, oh, maybe Undisputed Era interferes. And then he said it, and I go, oh, yeah, no, it kind of makes sense. So we both went with Undisputed Era. We both get it wrong.
Damn it.
Yeah. I was like so close, and if I had picked the War Raiders, I would be up 1-0 right now, but I didn't. I'm actually, I don't know. I feel like this isn't the end of the feud. I feel like it shouldn't be. First of all, this is a solid match. A great match. It's more than solid. But it's as expected with these two teams. Undisputed Era has been killing it. They are the tag team of the year. Rightfully so. And if you want to talk about the NXT year-end awards later, we can, but that's up to you.
Not really. I don't really feel like
okay, yeah, I don't really
but I will just say this. Match of the year was well deserved.
The only thing I'm really upset about, I like Kairi Sane a lot, but by no means should she have won Female Competitor of the Year, let alone Competitor of the Year. She was in 2 takeovers, lost one of them. She had a very short title reign. Baszler should have won Female Competitor of the Year. Tommaso Ciampa or Johnny Gargano should have won Competitor of the Year. And with Ciampa winning Male Competitor of the Year, Ciampa should have won Male Competitor of the Year. That's just my thoughts. I don't know why Kairi Sane won. I like Kairi Sane a lot, but there's no reason why she should have won Female Competitor of the Year, let alone Competitor of the Year. Just because with how little she's been on NXT.
Yeah.
But back to where we were going. Undisputed Era. Great action. There was in the middle, it got a little slow. And there were a couple spots that I didn't really like. There were a couple spots that it just felt like the Undisputed Era was waiting for something to happen. And one of those spots being when Rowe picked up Hanson and threw him onto the Undisputed Era while they were on the outside the ring. It was in the very beginning of the match. You know what spot I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what spot you're talking about.
It literally just looked like they were standing there waiting for the spot to happen. And I go, you could have easily avoided that. Again, it almost happened when Hanson went to go dive out of the ring, but he moved out of the way. They moved out of the way, so that made me happy. But it's again still a great match. Again, I'm kind of surprised that like Adam Cole wasn't on this card. Like he didn't appear at all. Bobby Fish came out with them. I don't know where he went. I don't recall seeing him going into the back.
He disappeared. He just disappeared.
Yeah. I don't know why either of them didn't help him out. Not that I think going with the War Raiders is the bad move. It certainly isn't. But I think with Bobby Fish and Adam Cole both just not being there, not helping them out, not being at ringside. I think all four of them should have been at ringside, or all four of them should have been out there. I think Cole and Fish should have been at ringside and should have got involved somehow. I'm not saying War Raiders winning is bad, because it certainly isn't. But I think even if you're going to have the War Raiders win regardless, at least have the Undisputed Era interfere, because it goes within their character. Cole and Fish did nothing. It's not like they were doing something, you know? So at least have them do something. That's just my opinion. Towards the end, it got like really crazy, which was awesome.
Yeah.
It got like nuts, and I loved it. That really ramped up the match for me. But what are your thoughts on this match?
Great tag team match. What a way to start off the whole night, honestly. I really enjoyed this a lot. The War Raiders, kicking some ass, and the Undisputed Era, they were getting some stuff in. It was great. I enjoyed it, honestly. Very awesome tag team matchup to start off. I will admit I didn't see the War Raiders winning coming, to be honest.
I thought it was going to at least be another takeover. I legitimately saw Cole and Fish interfering, especially with them not being announced for the card. And it's just kind of disappointing that Cole and Fish didn't do anything.
But I'm not complaining about the War Raiders winning.
Yeah, no, I mean, it was a great match. I love the War Raiders, so them winning is awesome. It's just, my question is, all right, do we have the rematch at Takeover New York?
Well, I'm thinking, okay, I could be like really, and I mean really, like pushing out of left field, but I think they're going to pull an Evolution that night and just win all gold at that Takeover.
Who knows? I would love to see that, because that's something they've been saying. I really don't see that happening right now due to some other stuff that happened. But we will.
It's definitely nothing. It's definitely some nothing that could be knocked down.
Yeah, it definitely is possible. Yeah. I definitely see that happening. I definitely want that to happen. But yeah, it's just that I don't know. I just think it was weird that they didn't have Cole and Fish help out, especially with Fish coming out in the entrance. Like, it's weird that he just didn't stay.
Like, he just dipped. He was like, peace out.
Yeah, like it's just not in character, and I thought it was just weird, and I didn't like it. Well, I was gonna say something else. Oh, and the entrance for the War Raiders was great.
Oh, that was badass.
Cool. Yeah. All the Viking coming out and whatnot, like that was cool. Again, my question is, though, my next question. Let's say the Undisputed Era loses the rematch.
Okay.
Or they have a rematch at NXT television. Or don't even get a rematch. Where does the tag team division go from here? Because, in my opinion, there is no other teams that are ready to be in the tag title scene that could face the War Raiders right now. Lorcan and Birch are great. And they definitely should be in tag title contention. But the War Raiders are face, Lorcan and Birch are face, unless they want to do the face-face thing, which I would be fine with, but I just don't see them going with it. I don't really see any other people other than Lorcan and Birch and the Undisputed Era going after the tag team titles. That's just me. I mean, maybe Mustache Mountain, but they're on UK now. I just don't see anybody else that they could throw together a tag team. They could sign a tag team. I don't know. But who do you have right now? You got the Street Profits. They're face. And quite frankly, I don't think they're ready yet. They're not over enough. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. The Forgotten Sons. They're heels, yes. But they're just not good enough right now. I don't really know who else it should be.
Honestly, I don't either.
I personally think this is what they should have done. This is just me. I think they should have waited for the War Raiders until New York. And they should have waited for Heavy Machinery to call them up and gave them their tag team title shot at Phoenix, because that prolongs everything. You could have the rematch then at whatever the next takeover is after New York. It just helps you give more time to set up the tag team division, in my opinion. I think they kind of screwed the pooch by calling Heavy Machinery up and not giving them the shot at Phoenix. You could have legitimately called them up the next day. Have them come up tonight.
Yeah.
But I think you should have gave them the shot at TakeOver Phoenix. They're a great tag team. They deserved at least one TakeOver appearance, one title shot. They did get their title shot, but it was on NXT TV.
Yeah, it was on NXT TV.
I think then you could have give the War Raiders the titles at New York, and you then have a rematch at whatever the next one is, and it just helps. I just think that's a better option. That's just me. I mean, I'm sure they're fine. It's curious to see where they would go with this next if the Undisputed Era don't get the rematch at New York, or even after New York, where they will go with this. Because I'm just curious. I don't really see any other tag teams stepping up to the plate right now. And I think with calling Heavy Machinery up, with Mustache Mountain going over to UK, and the Undisputed Era not having the titles anymore, the kind of tag team division is now kind of not in shambles, but kind of directionless.
Yeah, directionless is probably the best way to put it.
Yeah, because I don't know where, I don't really see, other than there are no other teams other than the Undisputed Era and even the War Raiders and Lorcan and Birch that I think should hold those titles.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the three best tag teams on the roster. I mean, TM61, they're not even a team anymore, because Nick Miller is gone. I forget which one, but who are they going to put together? DIY is going to get back together? I don't really think so.
They keep on teasing it.
But yeah, that's just me. I give this match a 4.5 out of 5 stars. What would you give it?
4 out of 5. Great match.
Nice. Next match, the third in a trilogy, Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno, with Matt Riddle winning third time in a row. This was a solid match.
Yeah, it was fun.
It was
solid.
I had a lot of fun. I think their best match was their second match on TV, NXT TV, 2-3 weeks ago, I want to say.
Yeah, it was like the year-end award announcements, and this was the only match they had on that episode.
Yeah, and so yeah, man, this was solid. I mean, it showcased them both really well. I'm curious to see where both of them go from here, to be honest. It did get a little slow at times, and it was a little too slow for my liking. There was one. What did you think of the foot spot? I'm actually very curious about that.
Ooh, that was something.
I thought it was kind of funny.
Yeah, me too. It was
Yeah, but I had really nothing to say about this match. This match wasn't anything we haven't seen before. Like I said, the best match was their second one, in my opinion. I give this a 3.5 out of 5 stars.
I give it a 3. It's a solid match.
Nice. Third match, which is my pick for match of the weekend.
Oh yes.
The NXT North American title, Johnny Gargano versus Ricochet. With Johnny Gargano winning, becoming the new North American title, finally winning a singles title in NXT.
Yes.
Which is fantastic.
Oh, man.
Ricochet had a solid run. So hopefully Johnny, I don't know where they're going to go with the title for this, to be honest. And we'll talk a little bit about that more later. But first of all, what do you think of Johnny Gargano's attire?
Oh, human torture it up. I love it. It's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty great. By the way, Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno. I forgot to say. We both get the point for Riddle.
Yes.
And we both went with, if I can fucking find it, Johnny Gargano.
Yes.
So we both get the point right there. So it's currently tied 2-2. Yeah, so Johnny Gargano wins. This was an insane match. The counters in this were fucking bonkers.
Oh, dude! Like every time fucking Ricochet would land on his feet, or when man,
yeah, there was this one sequence where they just kept on countering their shit, and it was just fucking fantastic, and I loved it. But spot of the weekend came from this match. It's when I forget what Johnny got hit with, but Ricochet was going onto the top rope. Johnny Gargano rolls out of the ring. Or rolls and gets on the ring apron. It looks like Ricochet is going to do the like a Hurricane Rana onto the floor. Johnny Gargano jumps off, and Ricochet just says "fuck it," does like a senton over the ring post. It just jumps over the ring post, like leapfrogs over the ring post. Hits Johnny Gargano. That was insane. That was amazing. Spot of the weekend, in my opinion.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, this match was awesome. I mean, we're just into the year, but this is my current favorite match of the year. I mean, again, that's not really saying much. We haven't really seen a lot so far, but this is my favorite.
Hard to top this shit.
It would. I mean, we will see.
I mean, our favorite matchup of the year was literally the first big match we saw last year, and it stayed our favorite match of the year, so who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I mean, you don't know. But right now, this is going to be a tough one to beat for me. It's great seeing Johnny win, first of all.
Finally. Oh, yes.
But again, yeah, I'm curious to see where they go from here. Both of them. But what do you think of this match?
Oh, absolutely phenomenal from start to finish. Oh my god, I can't tell you how many times I like screamed during this matchup and just was like, oh shit, like it was insane. Like, I love it when wrestling can do that to me, and that's when and that's exactly what this matchup did. I knew this matchup was gonna be lit from the moment it was announced, and it was indeed that, because man, oh man, was this matchup amazing. And seeing Johnny Gargano finally win the singles title in NXT is quite amazing. So yeah, I loved every minute of this match.
I think Johnny will be the first person to be the NXT Triple Crown. That's just me.
I think so as well.
But it's curious to see where they go from here. It really is. But we'll talk a little bit more about that later. On to the next match.
We didn't get our ratings.
What? Oh fuck! 5 out of 5.
Yeah, 5 out of 5. Yeah.
Next match. NXT Women's Title match: Bianca Belair versus Shayna Baszler, with Shayna Baszler winning. I was not a fan of this match. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, this was like my one kind of just of the night.
Yeah, it didn't amaze me. I thought Bianca Belair looked like a star in this match, but other than that, I did not really like it. There was pretty sloppy match. Really slow. The pacing was really poor. Again, the only thing really saving this match for me was Bianca Belair looking fantastic. She looked really strong, especially at the end. I got nothing much to say about this match. By the way, we both went with Baszler, so points for us. What did you think of this match?
It was fine, I guess. I wasn't that invested into the matchup, to be honest. Bianca Belair did look like a star in this, but other than that, I don't remember much of it, to be honest.
I give this a 2.5 out of 5.
Same.
Nice. And on to the last match. For the NXT Championship, Tommaso Ciampa defeats Aleister Black. And we both went with Ciampa. So
Tommaso!
We get the point there. So we both, or at least I would, because I know you were set on Undisputed Era. I would have gotten a 2-point lead if I just had went with the War Raiders, because not only would I have gained the point there, I would have gained the point. Extra point for predicting a perfect card.
Yes.
I mean, but like it's not like one on like because it made sense why the Undisputed Era should win. But yeah, this match was good. I like their match a lot better when Ciampa won the title.
Yes.
This match was a little bit too slow for me. Another problem, I felt like there was a lot of fucking finishers used in this, and I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
I give this. I'll let you speak, and then I'll give my rating.
Yeah, it was a really good match. I enjoyed it. Despite some slow moments at times during the match, but I still really enjoyed it. It was still a very good main event, in my opinion. I still quite enjoyed it a lot. The overuse of finishers, though, even especially towards the end of it, was kind of just a bit much for me. But other than that, I did really like the match. But I would give it like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd give it the same. All right.
But overall, I thought this was a pretty great event, honestly. I felt like it really started off the pay-per-view calendar year with a bang, to be honest. I quite enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah, no, I agree. Wasn't better than Philly or any takeover last year for that matter, but still a solid one. Now let's talk. I'm going to talk about what happened after the show went off. Did you see what happened? When the show went off?
But to real quick to give my brain gun, I would give this show a 4 out of 5.
I give it the same.
Nice.
All right. So for those who don't know, when Tommaso won, he went up to the ring. Johnny Gargano came out, and the show ended with them both raising their titles. Now, what happened was after the show went off the air, I believe Velveteen Dream came out, started arguing with them, and then Cole came out, Black came down, and Ricochet came out. They started arguing, and then eventually led to a brawl, which went backstage. It's pretty awesome. Not gonna lie. This raises my question: where do they go from here? What are they gonna do with this? This has to mean something, right? I know they announced Halftime Heat with a 6-man tag match between the 6 of them. I hope that isn't it. I don't believe that this is it. I think this will all culminate at Takeover New York. The question is how? Another question is where does the North American title fit into this? Because Johnny Gargano is the North American title. Does he drop the title beforehand, or does he keep it? I think there are 2 possibilities. And you could tell me what you want or you think could happen. And this is if they have something at Takeover New York between the 6 of them. And I truly do think that they will have something at Takeover New York between the 6 of them. Because I'd be pretty disappointed if this ends with just the 6-man tag match for Halftime Heat, and this is all the setup, the Halftime Heat special. I think the first thing, which is probably the more likely one, is that there's a 6-man ladder match between the 6 of them for the NXT title. Or the 6th option. And this is, I think, not as likely, still likely, not as likely, but the one I want more. That would be an elimination chamber between the 6 of them. Because that would be, I mean, a ladder match would be insane. Don't get me wrong.
Oh my God.
But we already saw a ladder match last year. I want something different, new that we haven't seen in NXT, which would be an elimination chamber. And I think it would be absolutely bonkers.
Do you think at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view they would put this in there?
No, I'm talking about at like Takeover New York.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like which the reason I don't see it happening is because there is the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. But like still, it should happen. It could happen. Who knows? There has to be a 6-man match of some sort. I don't think it should be just a six-pack challenge because I think
Six-man Hell in a Cell match.
Maybe, who knows?
Like they did at Armageddon. I know they haven't done since 2000, but fuck it, bring it back for this.
Fuck it, put him in some sort of cage or a ladder match. But I would love if it was an Elimination Chamber because that would be bonkers, especially with Ricochet. Holy fuck. Make it happen. Anyway, what do you think could happen?
I would like to see the Elimination Chamber matchup happen, but if that doesn't happen, I would separate these into triple threat matches. Well, let me explain what I mean by that. If those six-man matches don't happen, you can have Ciampa defend his NXT title against Black and Dream in a triple threat match. And maybe you can have the North American Championship be defended in a triple threat match with Gargano, Cole, and Ricochet. If that doesn't happen, if you don't do the six-man match or whatever, maybe that can be a possibility too. I don't know.
Yeah, we will see. But all right, on to the next event, which would be the Royal Rumble. All right, with the pre-show. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't see the pre-show matches, so I can't really comment on them. Have you seen the... I mean, I'm going to be honest, I don't give a shit about the fucking pre-show. I should have watched the pre-show, yes, but I didn't, so...
I mean, you didn't miss much. I mean, Shinsuke won the U.S. title back, and actually, you actually missed the great Fatal 4-Way Cruiserweight matchup.
Yeah, and I will go back to see that, but again, who cares?
But really, that's all you missed really from the pre-show. Nothing more.
Okay, so we will go right into the main card, which would be the first match for the SmackDown Women's Championship, Asuka versus Becky's Lunch.
God damn it.
Becky Lynch. Great opener, in my opinion.
For sure.
Both brought it. I loved the sequence where they both started towards the end with the submission moves, where she had the disarmor on, and then Asuka put her in the Asuka lock, then put her in like the disarmor, and then Becky put her in the Asuka lock, and then the disarmor, and it was just a great sequence. That was awesome.
Yeah.
These two worked really well together. We went with Asuka won, and let me see. We both predicted Asuka will win, so we both get the point.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, no, this was a great match. Great opener. What do you think?
I agree 100%. These two killed it in the opening matchup. I pretty much loved this matchup almost from start to finish. I thought it was fantastic. Way to get the night going. So yeah, I thought it was great. I would give it like a 4.5 out of 5, to be honest.
I'd give it a 4 out of 5. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
On to the next match for the SmackDown Tag Team titles: Miz and Shane versus The Bar, with Miz and Shane winning. We both went with Miz and Shane. Yes, we did. If I don't know why it took me so long to find it. This match was fine. I
had a bit of fun. I had a bit of fun with that.
I mean, I didn't hate it. It was nothing special, but it was fine for what it was.
Yeah. Okay, let me tell you something. I didn't see that fucking ending coming. Okay, listen. So Shane is about to go to the fucking top rope, right? I'm like, okay, he's just gonna hit him with like a leg drop or like an elbow, right? No, this motherfucker pulls a shooting star press out of his ass.
Oh yeah, like that was awesome. I loved the ending.
Like, what the fuck?
I loved the ending to this match. It made Shane look like really good.
Like, he doesn't shoot this motherfucker.
And I'm normally the first one to be like, "Fuck Shane, he shouldn't be wrestling." But you know what? This was a fun match.
Start pressing.
Yeah, and you know what? The ending, I thought it was cool. Miz saving Shane, hitting the skull crushing finale. Him and Sheamus both roll out of the ring, and then he hits the shooting star press. Like that was what? Like it's not like he hit him with a punch or something.
And I'm kind of a motherfucking shooting star press.
And you know what? I'm not 1,000% sold on this whole Miz Shane tag team, but I'm warming up to the idea. So
yeah, I thought it was a fun tag match. I'm not gonna lie. I had a bit of fun with it.
yes.
I give it like a 3 out of 5. I had a bit of fun with it.
I also give it a 3 out of 5. The next one, which I believe is fucking, if my phone fucking works.
It's Sasha versus Ronda.
Sasha versus Ronda. All right. We both went with Ronda. Ronda won. We both get the point. So we're both like great so far.
Yeah.
Other than the NXT title match. Wait until we get to the Rumble, folks.
Wait till we get to the Rumble, folks. And the Universal title match. Wait till we get to that one too.
Oh, by the way, hold on. By the way, I should do the pre-show because we got to tally those points. Just because I saw Russo's name here. We both predicted Rusev. We both get the point wrong on that. Murphy, we both get the point for it because. And then the first match, that wasn't announced. We didn't predict that match. But anyway, back.
Yeah. Okay, but anyways, this matchup. I actually enjoyed this matchup a lot, to be honest. I thought both women really proved them. To be honest with you, I thought the women's matches were like the best matches of the whole night. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I thought this matchup was really great. I enjoyed it a lot. This is definitely This is honestly probably my favorite matchup I've seen Ronda in so far, to be honest. I thought actually they were both really great in this.
Mm-hmm.
And
I agree.
So honestly, I really enjoyed it a lot. I thought they did a great job.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought it was solid. I'd give it a 4 out of 5, to be honest.
Same here, 4 out of 5.
Yep. All right, on to the Women's Royal Rumble.
We were on the Women's Royal Rumble.
All right, so there was a lot that we predicted. We were to predict the first or second entrant, the longest time, most eliminations, final 4, final 2, and the winner. We will start with the first or second entrant. The first and second entrants were Lacey Evans and Natalya. We both predicted Charlotte. Both get it wrong. Longest time. I believe it was Natalya, but let me look at the times real quick. Yes, it was Natalya. I'm just looking through it one more time. Okay, yeah. Natalya with the longest time at 56 minutes and 1 second. We also predicted Charlotte. Well, actually came pretty close. She had 50 minutes. Mm-hmm. So she at least came pretty close. The second longest time, though, was Ember Moon with, if I could fucking find it.
54. It was 54 minutes, I believe, in something seconds.
52 minutes and 23 seconds.
Oh, okay. I wasn't too
off. Then it was Charlotte. So we weren't too off. But Natalya does get the longest time. We predicted Charlotte. We both get it wrong. Most eliminations. I want to say it's Charlotte. Charlotte right now has what I'm looking at is 4. Let me just go through it real quick one more time. Okay. So Charlotte did get 4 eliminations. We both get it right on that because we both predicted Charlotte.
Yeah.
Now, as for the surprise entrant, we both predicted Becky Lynch, who ended up winning the match. She won, and good for you for predicting Lynch because you originally went with Shayna Baszler.
Yeah, okay, listen, I forgot she wasn't announced for the matchup, so I changed my prediction.
All right, so let me just run down the okay, I'll do that later. Okay, well, who the surprise entrants were. Mm-hmm. So we both get the point on that. Final 4. The final 4 was Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Nia Jax. We actually both came really close. We were both 1 person off. Mm-hmm. I went with Charlotte, Lynch, Alexa Bliss, and Nia Jax. So We were both wrong.
Because we were both off by one person.
And then you got Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Alexa Bliss. So if we had both taken out Alexa Bliss and if I put in Bayley and you put in Nia Jax, we would both been fine. We should have listened to each other.
Yes, and I just picked Bayley out of the fucking blue. I didn't actually.
I'm gonna be honest. I legitimately saw Nia Jax making the Final Four, which she did. I didn't think Bayley was going to make the Final Four, so.
I just picked it out of the blue. I didn't.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, just had to go with Nia Jax, and you would have been 1 point up. But on to the final two, we both went with Becky and Charlotte. So both get the point. Now for the winner. Like I mentioned, Becky Lynch won. I said in our preview and predictions last week that because there was the possibility that both Becky and Charlotte could win, and we both agreed on the ruling that it had to be both of them winning. If we went with both of them winning, it had to be both of them winning. If one of them won, it did not count because we did not predict that the one would win. We predicted that both of them would win. We did predict that both Becky and Charlotte would win, and we both get the point. Or we both don't get the point. My bad. Because I'm going to be honest, I did not see just Becky winning. I'm going to be 100% honest. I legitimately thought it was either going to be Becky and Charlotte or just Charlotte. I don't know about you, but that's just me.
I could have seen Becky just winning by herself, to be honest. Considering how over she is in shit.
Oh yeah, no, I mean the three possibilities of this match were Becky winning, Charlotte winning, or both of them winning. Out of the three of them, I saw Becky just winning happening the least, which is great because that's the one I wanted the most, and it also creates for a nice surprise, at least for me.
Yeah.
Now, as for the match overall, I had a lot of fun with this match. I thought this Royal Rumble match.
I thought this was actually better than last year's Women's Royal Rumble.
I don't, and I'll tell you why. The thing that gives me last year, and last year's Women's Rumble isn't perfect, but it was cool to see everybody come back and return.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool to see Trish back and Lita and Tori Wilson, all of them coming back. I got really excited, and that just made it a lot more fun for me to watch. Seeing everybody come back, seeing Kairi Singh come out, even Ember Moon, who I don't like, it was a nice surprise.
Here's why I like this one more. I like the much more focus on future talent this time around.
I do give it that. Because my biggest gripe with last year's Rumble was the Final Four. I understand why Trish was in the Final Four. I actually really like that Trish was in the Final Four last year. Or was Trish? No, it was Sasha that was in the Final Four. Trish should have been in the Final Four. I don't remember. I gotta look it up. But both the Bellas were in the Final Four, and I did not agree with that. It was cool to see them come out. Yeah. But Nikki Bella was in the final two. I did not agree with that because it just didn't make sense to me. I don't think it was right. If you're going to have somebody, make it Sasha. She was a believable winner. It would have kept the suspense going. That's my biggest gripe. That it didn't really make future talent look all that strong. Especially when it came down to the end. But for me, I just had a lot more fun with last year's match because of everybody coming back. No disrespect to anybody that came out in this match, especially someone that I'll get to in a minute. But there was a lot more oh shit moments in the Rumble last year because Lita came out, Tori Wilson came out, Jacqueline came out, Ivory came out. Even I popped hard for Vicky Guerrero. Like, that was fantastic. Seeing Vicky Guerrero come out was brilliant, in my opinion. And obviously seeing Tori come out, I said Tori Kelly, Beth Phoenix coming out was awesome, and having her have that stare down with Natalya was great. And Trish coming out was awesome, and having that little moment with Sasha, like, that was great. So for me, that's just me. And it's not even by much. I give both of them the same grade, but it just a personal preference. I love seeing everybody come back. I know that's nostalgia and shit, but like it was just awesome seeing everybody come back, even if it was for a little bit. Oh, and Michelle McCool coming out was awesome.
Yeah.
I totally understand why you like this one more. I had a lot of fun with this one. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But it just, for me, I had a lot more fun with last year's because of everybody coming back. Now, do want to go over the surprise entrance.
Mm-hmm.
So, first surprise entrance, basically people who were not announced. Zia Lee from NXT came out, which was cool, I guess. Didn't really do much. Kairi Sane. You had Maria Kanellis, Candice LeRae.
Which got me off my feet.
Oh, which was awesome. Which was really awesome. Now, this next person that I'm about to announce, you keep your eye on her. Mark my words. You better watch out for her because she impressed the hell out of me. She had a great showing. She was the breakout star of this Rumble, and I am now a huge fan of her. I'm an instant fan. And that is Casey, and I apologize for butchering your last name because it is about to happen. But Casey Cantizaro.
Boy, when she did that fucking handstand and hugged the ring post to get back in the ring.
She just impressed the hell out of me. I had no idea who she was. No idea. But I watched her.
To be honest, I'm sorry.
I was going to say, she was just so good. So good. I'm now a huge fan of her. I want to see more of her. Mark my words, she will be the NXT Women's Champion by 2020. Mark my words.
Yes.
By the end of 2020.
I might have to agree with you on this because I've never really seen her wrestle all that much. The only thing I really know about her is that she's Ricochet's girlfriend, and that's about it. Other than that, I didn't really know much. But then I see her in this Rumble, I'm like, oh my god, I want to see more of this person. Like, she's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, like, I want to see more of her. Like, yes, she is a no-name in the Rumble, and could that spot have gone to somebody, I don't know, like Lita or Trish? Yeah. But I agree with you 100%. She had a great showing of talent. She was awesome in this match. And I love seeing her in this match.
Yeah, and like I said, probably my favorite spot in both Rumbles was just her doing the handstand and fucking hugging the ring post to get back in the ring.
Like, she, in my opinion, was my favorite part about this Rumble.
Yeah.
In my opinion. Yes, Becky won, which is fantastic. Becky is my favorite woman on the roster right now. Her winning was awesome. Her coming out was fantastic. Her having the showdown with Nia, amazing. But, okay, before I get to it, Io Shirai and Rhea Ripley also, surprise entrance. Rhea Ripley coming out. I popped hard for that shit.
I gotta say, when I heard her theme song, I was like, oh shit!
Yeah, and she looked great. She had a great showing in the Rumble. Fantastic. 3 eliminations. She didn't last that long. She only lasted about 6-7 minutes, but she had 3 eliminations, and that's pretty good. And you know, there was a lot of fun moments in this. A lot of things that felt like a progressed story. A lot of people looked great in this. Like I said, one person that looked great was Casey Cantizaro. Candice LeRae didn't have any eliminations, but she lasted a little under 10 minutes. Still, like, great for someone who hasn't really done much on NXT. Also, breakout star of the Rumble. I know I've been talking to you about this person for quite some time now. Lacey Evans.
Yes.
Holy shit, was she awesome in this match.
Yes.
Holy fuck. I've been telling people, keep your eye on Lacey Evans. I know I haven't said it on here, but I've been telling people, I've been telling him, I've been telling all my friends, keep your eye out for Lacey Evans. She's great. I love Lacey Evans. She is great. She might not be the best wrestler in the world. She's a solid wrestler. She's serviceable in the ring, but her character, fantastic. She came out of one and I go, yes, awesome, fantastic. I hope she lasts a long time. you know, she had mic time, which was fantastic. You know, that's what I love about wrestling. I mean, wrestling ability, fantastic. But I love Johnny Gargano so much because not only is he a fantastic wrestler, but he also has a fantastic character. Apollo Crews is a really good wrestler, but his character is garbage. He has zero charisma, and I can't stand him. If your character is shit, I am not going to like you. Nia Jax. Not only is she a shit wrestler, but her character is shit. Terrible on the ring, in the ring and on the mic. Ember Moon, who I think is a very sloppy wrestler. She's not the worst wrestler in the world, but she is very sloppy. Her character and mic skills are garbage. So if your character is good and you're okay, at least okay in the ring, I am going to like you. If your character is great, I will look over your wrestling abilities. Elias, one of my favorite fucking people on the roster. He's not the best wrestler in the world. He is probably a B wrestler, but his charisma and character and mic work are A+. And that's how I feel about Lacey Evans. I've been saying it for such a long time now. Keep your eye on Lacey Evans. WWE, don't you fuck Lacey Evans up. So I swear to fucking Christ, I will murder somebody if you do. Because her mic work is fantastic. I love how she calls everybody nasties. Like, oh man, you nasties. Like, that's fantastic.
She's like, you nasties.
Yeah, I love her just how she like pauses and how she like her mannerisms are fantastic. And oh man, and I love how she like every time she goes, I will try to keep my manners. Like, that's fantastic. And my absolute favorite fucking thing she says, I have a right. A women's right. Oh my God, that's so great. And I'll tell you why I like the women's right better than the WMD from the Big Show. Because, you know, the Big Show, he hypes it up. He's like, ah! But it's like this little punch that doesn't even look like it fucking hurts. Lacey Evans, it comes out of nowhere, and it sounds like it looks like it hurts. That's why I like the women's right better. Anyway, Lacey Evans almost lasted 30 minutes, just shy of 30 minutes. Her official time is 29 seconds, or 29 minutes and 20 seconds. Got 2 eliminations. A little heartbroken about those eliminations, but it was Lacey Evans, so it was okay. Who she eliminated? Oh, I'll tell you who she eliminated. She eliminated the Iconics. Again, the Iconics, are they the best wrestlers in the world? No, they are solid in the ring. They are serviceable in the ring, but their characters and mic skills are fantastic, and I love them. By the way, another great moment, Billie Kay coming out at number 7, saying, I ain't going in the ring until Peyton Royce comes out. She didn't have to wait that long, but I thought that was great.
And then Nikki Cross just knocks her ass into the fucking barricade.
Yeah, like, that was great. And, you know, it was just good. And they both Iconics lasted a solid amount of time in the ring, got an elimination on Nikki Cross. Nikki Cross, again, like, everybody, there's so many people that look great. Amber Moon looks solid, like Natalya. Mandy Rose lasted a pretty long time. She looked really good. Liv Morgan. I mean, someone had to go out in 8 seconds.
Someone had to go out in 8 seconds.
I don't know why Tamina lasted so fucking long.
I didn't like that whole thing they did with the Riot Squad where they were like, everybody was beating, where they were like, they came out with like,
yeah, like that's a negative.
That was kind of like, really? Like, you guys were already eliminated. Go the fuck backstage.
Another thing that I really didn't like was the Maria Kanellis, Alicia Fox shit. Like, that was fucking stupid.
Yeah, that was Kennedy's.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
the Zelina Vega stuff was really awesome too.
Oh my God, when fucking Hornswoggle fucking was like under the ring and shit.
And I go, thank God Hornswoggle was not going to be in the Rumble match now. But again, Rhea Ripley again looked great. Becky looked good. You know, I loved. I mean, again, my favorite moment was probably the Casey moment. But great moment was Becky comes out, Lana's hurt because of fucking Nia. And she goes, I'm going in the ring, I'm taking her spot.
Mm-hmm.
And Finley's like, no, no, no. And then when Finley finally goes, go right ahead, fucking fantastic moment. And her walking the ring, oh man, that was so badass. And Nia just looking like she's about to get the ass kicked out of her. Oh man, that was great. I give this match a 4 out of 5. This is personally my match of the night. I loved this match. I had so much fun. Both women's rumbles far exceeded my expectations. Like I thought they weren't gonna be good, but last year with everybody coming out, it was fun. And with this year, just man, bullets of fun.
Yeah, I'm giving this a 4.5 out of 5. I had a blast with this. This is like, man, this was a ton of fun to watch. I love this Rumble. Like,
and I was so drained after.
I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of scared we were gonna get another women's battle royal from fucking Evolution again, but thank God we didn't. Thank God we didn't.
And I will say this: I have, in my opinion, seen both of the best Rumbles, men's and women's. But that's just me.
Oh yes. Now the next match.
Not like the Women's Rumble has had only 2, but yeah. All right.
You got to witness the first ever one live, so be
proud
of that shit.
Okay, so that's that. On to the next match: Daniel Bryan versus AJ Styles for the WWE.
Oh, okay. This is the next match. Oh yeah, that's right. This was the next match.
I feel so bad for them though.
Oh God, I do. And
they good match. The crowd.
I did not like this match. I thought this was boring as hell, to be honest.
You know, that's why I rewatched it. If you go back and rewatch it, I'm telling you, it's because the placement on the card. I was drained after that match. I was out of that match. Like I told you, I didn't really pay attention the first time. I had to rewatch it today before this live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And it was good. I mean, it's solid. I had a lot of fun. Kind of.
I can't. I just.
I give it. I'll go over some things. We both went with Brian, by the way.
We both get the point. I don't know what they're fucking doing with this whole thing with Eric Rowan, though. Not so sure.
Let me tell you something. I'll let you go. Let me tell you something.
I know you want to keep something. It's like why family reunion, but I'm not so sure if that's what they're trying to do.
I know it's weird as fuck. It really makes no sense, but for some reason I like it. I don't know why. I just think it was.
And isn't because they both have giant ass beards and they okay. Maybe Eric Rowan's new gimmick is that he's kind of like with Daniel Bryan on this whole situation with like the fucking planet and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know. It was weird as fuck, but god damn it, maybe it was because it was so fucking funny. But damn it, I loved it. I don't know why. He came out and I go, what the fuck? And then I realized, oh no, he's gonna help Daniel Bryan.
Oh yes.
And then it happened, and I go, all right. Most people are gonna be mad about this, but me, I'm not gonna be mad.
I'm not mad about it. I'm just kind of like, what the fuck?
It was so fucking out of nowhere, and I loved it.
But overall, I thought this matchup was fine. Nothing too much to write home about. The fucking matchup at TLC is a lot better.
Dude,
hell, the matchup where Daniel won the title on SmackDown was a lot better than this.
I'm telling you, yes, I agree with that, but it was the placement on the card. I give this a 3 out of 5.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I said, which is a good grade by my book.
Yeah. I give it like a 2.5 out of 5. I didn't enjoy it that much.
Okay, next match. Finn Balor versus Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar!
Now, Brock ended up winning. I went with Brock. He went with Finn. So I started.
Now he has a point lead because of my dumbass. Now,
I'll tell you something.
Listen. I really thought, okay, even I heard like Finn's parents were like in the audience. I'm like, okay, shit, he might actually have a fucking chance tonight.
And I'll tell you something. If he came out as Demon, he better have won. But he didn't come out as Demon, so I know he was losing.
Yes.
But yeah, no, you just proves that I am the smarter man.
Asswipe. No. Anyways, I have a lot to say. I liked the matchup. I was really enjoying it. Then that ending happened.
I'll tell you why I liked it a lot. Finn just going hard on fucking Lesnar in the beginning was great.
Yes.
It's something we haven't seen, especially in these David versus Goliath matches. Brock knows how to sell.
Yes.
He sold the shit out of this match, and I think that's why I enjoyed it so much. The ending was whatever. But I think Balor looked great in this match, and that's all I could have wanted. I really didn't see him winning, but Balor was just great. And he looked great. I give this a 3.5 out of 5.
See, because I don't know really. It's kind of confusing because, like I said, I was really liking this matchup for like the good majority of it, but just that ending and just how it was executed to me wasn't like if Finn could like it's not because Finn lost. That's not the reasoning towards it. Like it's just how he lost. I just found it kind of dumb that like, and plus the matchup wasn't even that long either. I felt it could have been a bit longer, to be honest.
But the thing is, it was already running late. They still had the Rumble.
Yeah, this is true too. But I'll give it a 3 out of 5 because I did like a good majority of the matchup, but just the ending was just kind of just left a sour taste in my mouth, to be honest.
And okay, and now for the worst match of the fucking night.
Oh, I do not want to say that, but I have to.
The Men's Royal Rumble. Okay, so before we start, again, same thing. We're gonna just go over what we want. All right, so for the first or second entrant, he went with Mysterio, and he said, "I think it's gonna start off Mysterio and Almas," and I agree with him. And I was ballsy and went with Almas. Well, it turns out that didn't fucking matter.
Because the first entrant was Elias, and the second entrant was
Jeff fucking Jarrett.
Jeff
Are you
fucking
fucking
Jarrett.
kidding me? I fucking hate Jeff Jarrett. Holy fuck! The only good thing with him coming out with Elias got to eliminate his fucking ass.
He got to him with the guitar.
It was so fucking stupid. You wait. I'll get to that fucking later. We said longest time was next, so we both went with Almas. I think that's the case. Let me just look real quick. I believe it's Seth.
Yeah, I believe it was Seth because he came at number 10.
I'm just looking through it real quick. Okay, yes, it was Seth Rollins. So we got it wrong. We both went McIntyre for most eliminations. And let me see. I think I'm like 99% sure it's Braun Strowman, but you gotta make sure, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so all right, so we weren't too off with McIntyre because he had the second most eliminations with 4. Braun did have the most with 5. So we weren't wrong. Or we weren't too far off, I should say. Now for the surprise. Let's save the surprise entrance for last, shall we? Shall we? Yes, I think we shall.
Yes, shall.
Final 4, we were so off.
Mm-hmm.
Because the Final 4, we predicted.
The Final 4, can I please go first? Because
fucking course.
Mine was the one that was off the most. So I went with the ballsy decision because
we both I think just got one fucking person. No, wait, no, I lied. I got 2. You can continue.
I got 1. And I'm pissed about it.
Can you please announce who the Final 4 was?
The Final 4 were Braun Strowman. Well, are you talking like who were the actual Final 4?
Yes, who the actual Final Four was.
Okay, the actual Final Four were Seth Rollins, Braun Strowman, Dolph Ziggler, and Andrade Cien Almas. Yes, I'm calling him Andrade Cien Almas. I don't give a fuck.
If you're going to fucking cut his name, make it just fucking Almas. Everybody calls him Almas.
Now what I went with Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Samoa Joe, and Jeff Hardy. Now, the reason I went with listen. I heard rumors that Hardy had a possible chance of winning the Rumble. So that's why I put him in the Final Four. That didn't happen because he gets awkwardly eliminated fucking in the matchup. Drew then gets eliminated by by Ziggler. And then earlier on in the match, Joe got eliminated by Mustafa. So the only person that ended up in the four-way from fucking my end was Rollins. And I'm pissed.
Yeah. My Final Four was Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade Cien Almas. So I got 2 correct. So yeah. I mean, it's kind of stupid that they announced Braun at like the very last second, because I'm going to be honest. If Braun was announced before we did our video, I would have put him in. And before I get into it, we both originally went with Cena. Cena obviously did not appear in the Rumble. He was injured beforehand, and he just had to drop out. So we both changed because obviously that just wasn't fair to us. So yeah, Braun winning was Braun coming in was stupid. But we both get that wrong. Final 2, both went with the same thing, Rollins and McIntyre. Obviously, that's wrong. The final 2 was Rollins and Braun. Don't get the point there. The winner was Rollins, however. We both went with Rollins, so that is correct.
Now I'll just tell you how much this matchup fucking sucked.
Well, before that... Okay, you can do what you have to say. And because I still got to get to what our surprise entrants were, because I got a little rant on the surprise entrance. But you can.
This was a clusterfuck of a Royal Rumble match. Honest to God, like, I was really hoping this was going to deliver, and oh boy, oof. This was just a cluster. It had some fun moments here and there. There were some things I did like. I know he's gonna disagree with me on this, but I thought the fucking the last spot thing was kind of funny. I thought that was kind of funny.
I'll tell you why. What the silver fucking lining is of that fucking spot.
Okay, it was kind of funny, but
and I'll get to it later.
But and I'll talk about it when you talk about it. And Rollins winning is cool, but just this matchup could have been so much better, especially how last year's was. Like, man, they just fell upon this. Oof. Yeah, this was bad. Now you go ahead.
I do like this better than 2017's. 2017's was also a clusterfuck. This is better than 2017's. But this was still a clusterfuck. My biggest gripe with Royal Rumbles is when there isn't enough surprise entrances, because there should always be a surprise in the Rumble. That's how they work. And the surprises, there were some good ones, but for the most part, there were a lot of wasted spots. We both went with, as our surprise prediction, he went with Velveteen Dream, who wasn't in the match, and I went with EC3, who also wasn't in the match. So we both don't get the point. Now, let me just read you the entrances that were quote-unquote surprises. Our definition of surprise was someone who was just not announced for the match.
Yeah.
So someone who came out who was not announced for the match. All right. So Jeff Jarrett was a surprise. Complete waste of a fucking spot. Kurt Angle. Complete waste of a fucking spot. Johnny Gargano. Good surprise. He lasted 13 minutes and got 1 elimination. So that
modern day Maharaja.
That was cool. Jinder, that was a waste of a spot. I'm sorry. He lasted 30 seconds.
Wasn't he announced beforehand?
Yeah, he was announced. I'm just saying that that could have been used for another surprise. Someone from NXT.
Okay.
Or somebody. Kurt Hawkins. Was a surprise. But I actually kind of like what he did. So, that was funny.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I'll give it that. That one was a good one. No Way Jose. Surprise spot. Less than 2 seconds. Complete fucking waste. Pete Dunne. Nice surprise. Lasted over 10 minutes. Thought he looked good. Aleister Black. Surprise. Didn't last too long. Got 1 elimination. Don't know why if they kept him in as short as they did. Keep him in for longer. Have him fucking reach the Final Four for fuck's sakes. Shelton Benjamin. Why the fuck was he in this match? Don't know. Bobby Lashley wasn't a surprise entrant, but complete fucking waste of a fucking spot. Also, Xavier Woods in it for fucking 3 seconds. Complete waste of a fucking spot. Now to number 30. I remember in 2017, number 30 was happening. That one was hyped up. So many people could win the Rumble. So many surprises could happen. Kurt Angle could come out. Samoa Joe can come out. This person can come out. Want to know who was a surprise in the Rumble and why I think this Rumble is better? The 2 surprises, or 3 surprises, or some surprise entrants that I remember. James Ellsworth. Who gives a fuck? Jack Gallagher. That was cool. Ty Dillinger. But number 30 was Roman Reigns. I remember everybody hated that because you could have used it for somebody else. Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle, anybody else. And the winner was Randy Orton. Why the fuck did he win? It made no sense. No sense. Have fucking Brock Lesnar win. That would have made his title match at Mania better, in my opinion. This match, why I think it's better. Better surprises. Yeah, I mean, Black coming out was great. Dunn coming out was great. Gargano coming out was great. Kurt Hawkins, that stuff was great. But number 30. I knew they were going to do something with R-Truth. But it was a matter of what they would do with R-Truth.
Exactly. What were they going to do?
Who would attack him? Would it be Joe again? Would it be, I don't know, EC3? Would it be Velveteen Dream? Tommaso Ciampa? Anybody else? Would have been more fucking acceptable than fucking Nia Jax.
Okay, listen. Okay, before you go into a tangent and rant about this, I actually thought this was kind of funny. Let me explain why. So we see Nia Jax come out, and she's like standing up for like Randy Orton shit. And Rey Mysterio's about to get. Okay, I will agree. I don't think she should have eliminated Mustafa Ali, especially with how they're trying to establish Mustafa Ali.
Mustafa looked great in the Rumble.
So I thought that was dumb. I will admit that was really stupid. But other than that, like when she fucking gets hit with the 619 and fucking Randy comes in with the RKO.
I will admit that stuff was pretty fucking funny. Only because I fucking hate Nia Jax, so I love anybody beating the shit out of her.
Like
Randy Orton hitting that RKO, that's my favorite RKO in a fucking long ass time, because Randy Orton hits it and just sits there and he knows what he fucking did and it looks like he's fucking proud, and he should be fucking proud because Nia Jax shouldn't be anywhere near this fucking Royal Rumble. She's a fucking woman. She has her own fucking Rumble. This is fucking bullshit. You waste Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle wasn't even in the match for fucking 5 minutes. Jeff Jarrett was a wasted fucking spot. If you're gonna have surprises, you have a whole slew of fucking developmental talent that everybody loves. From NXT UK, NXT, fucking throw somebody in there from 205 fucking live. I knew Kenny Omega wasn't coming out. I knew that.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
His contract in New Japan isn't up yet. So I knew that. But you could have used any Jarrett, Jax, Kurt Angle, anybody else. How cool would it have been if Elias is doing his fucking shit and he gets interrupted by EC3? What a debut! And he should have had a good showing in the Rumble. That would have made a great debut for EC3 on the main roster. But no. You use it for Jeff fucking Jarrett. What a fucking waste. You could have had Velveteen Dream come out. But no. You have Kurt Angle in the match for 5 fucking minutes. You could have used one of those spots for, I don't know. Let's see. Someone like Casey Cantizaro, who isn't known, who made a name for herself in this Rumble and now has eyes on her from everywhere. I'm not the only one who's paying attention to Casey right now. You could have someone like her. I don't know, put Raul Mendoza in the Royal Rumble. Have him have a great showing. I don't know, put Matt Riddle in the Rumble. I don't know, put Keith Lee in the Rumble. Have him put on a great showing. There were so many wasted spots, and that was my problem with 2017. There were so many wasted spots that could have went to somebody else that could have been useful for them. There were so many wasted spots. Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle, Nia Jax. No Way Jose was in it for 2 fucking seconds. That made no fucking sense to me. Xavier Woods was in it for 3 fucking seconds. That made no sense to me. Big E, I'll even say he was a wasted spot. That made no sense to me. Kofi Kingston is usually great in the Royal Rumble. He looked like complete garbage in this Rumble. He botched both of his fucking Rumble saves. His feet hit the floor both fucking times. It just boggles my mind that why they think this is like good. Like Jax coming out in the Rumble was stupid. What was the point of Jax coming out? To get beat the fuck up by Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, and Dolph Ziggler? Yeah, that was fucking cool to see, but it's because I hate fucking Nia Jax. That's why. Like, it could have went to somebody else. And maybe, just maybe, if EC3 came out, maybe The Dream. Okay, The Dream, I can deal with him not showing up. But EC3 should have came out. Lars Sullivan should have came out. I know he has his fucking anxiety shit. I wish him the best. That could have factored into the reason why he's happening.
Oh, is that what's happening?
He's having major anxiety attacks right now.
Oh shit. Oh.
So that could contribute to it. I wish him the best. I hope he gets well soon. I hope to see him soon. But let's just say, for argument's sake, he's all good and dandy. Why not use him in the Rumble? Again, I don't know. I don't think he's all good and ready. But EC3 should have came out. Like, there's no reason why he should not have come out. There is no reason why he shouldn't have come out. No reason. EC3 should have came out number 2. Had a good showing. Made a name for himself. But no, they have to use it for Jeff fucking Jarrett. Kurt Angle wasted 5 fucking minutes in the Rumble. Under 5 fucking minutes. If you're going to have Kurt Angle in the Rumble, have him last at least a while. You could have had so many people. Ricochet could have came out. Ciampa. Cole. Fuck it, for fuck's sake. I don't give it any one of the Undisputed Era. Should have came out. But you wasted it on Jeff Jarrett, Kurt Angle, Nia Jax, No Way Jose. Oh, man, so many people. The Titus O'Neil shit and Kurt Hawkins shit, I liked that.
That was funny. Okay, listen.
You need comedy in a Royal Rumble, and that comedy was great. I loved Kurt Hawkins going in, coming out, going in. He hit Joe once and ran the fuck out. Like, that was funny. Titus O'Neil, I feel like needed to be in this Royal Rumble after what happened with him in the greatest Royal Rumble.
Yeah,
And
like him sprinting down to the ring and
I loved him.
himself.
I loved him hyping it up, like the run, and I just loved that how he like blessed himself before he ran.
Yeah, and then he runs.
And then he runs full speed and just stops. I thought that was fantastic. And then
the crowd reaction when he doesn't fall.
And then he goes fucking underneath the ring anyway. But like that stuff was great. Like, so I'm not mad about that. But like, no way Jose lasted the Rumble for 2 seconds. He could have somebody else use it for something better. Like EC3 should have been in this Rumble. I would have been okay with No Way Jose being out. Fucking Jeff Jarrett, so be it. Fucking Kurt Angle coming out. Fucking, I'd be okay with Nia Jax. Only if EC3 was in the Rumble and lasted a good while. But you know what? You wasted all these spots that could have went. All I was asking was for one spot for EC3 to last just, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. Maybe get a couple eliminations. That was all I was asking. I don't think that's too much. But no, you had to have Jeff Jarrett come out. You had to have fucking Kurt Angle last 4 fucking minutes. You had to have had Jinder Mahal come out, Bobby Lashley, Xavier Woods, Biggie Langston, Kofi sucked this year. Why the fuck was Apollo Crews in this match? Nia Jax. And also, like, R-Truth didn't even do anything funny. Like, so that was a disappointment within itself.
I legit really thought he was going to come out the Women's Royal Rumble at number 30.
But, like, you know, all I was asking was for EC3. I don't know, 20 minutes at most. That's all I was asking. Maybe 1 elimination. Mustafa Ali had 1 elimination, lasted 30 minutes. I thought he had a great Royal Rumble. Samoa Joe. I don't know, he lasted like 1, maybe 2 people. Lasted 20-something minutes. I thought he had a good showing. Elias lasted 15 minutes, had 1 elimination. I thought he had a pretty solid showing. So I wasn't asking for much. I was asking for 15 minutes, the least. 1 elimination, the least. Hell, he could have lasted 30 minutes and got no eliminations, and I still would have been okay with it. Because guess what? Elias had 30-something minutes last year, got no eliminations, and I was really happy with the showing he had in the Royal Rumble. Adam Cole last year lasted under 10 minutes, got no eliminations, and I thought that was a good showing for him. All I was asking was for maybe 15 minutes, maybe 1 elimination for 1 spot for EC3. He is someone on the main roster, someone that you're hyping up, someone that should have been in this match. But you wasted. There were so many wasted spots. And I've been all okay with those if you just put EC3 in. It's just mind-boggling. And I'm actually very happy with the winner. The winner won. The winner that should have won.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel bad for him because this feels also underwhelming because the Rumble fucking sucked. Shinsuke's win was amplified because it was a great match.
Yes.
Triple H's win. Triple H in 2016. He's not a good winner. But his win will be remembered as good because it was a good match and Roman didn't win.
Yes.
We had a good winner. There's no doubt in that Rollins had a great showing. But this match blew.
I give it like a 1.5 out of 5.
Give it a 2.
I thought this was bad to be. Like I said, it was a clusterfuck of a match.
Yeah, like all you had to do for me to be okay with it, to put fucking EC3 in for maybe 15 minutes, which would not have been hard to do. There are so many wasted spots, so many. You didn't even have to put Dream in the match. You didn't have to put, I don't know, fucking Ciampa, anybody. Like, all you had to do was put EC3 in it, who's on the fucking main roster, instead of Jarrett, Nia Jax, Jose, Woods, Langston, Kingston, Mahal, all of those. I don't know why they could have done what they did with Lacey Evans and Nikki Cross and just announced EC3 for the Royal Rumble. There is no reason why EC3 should not have been in this Royal Rumble. EC3 is fantastic. Solid wrestler, great character. I love EC3. He should be showcased on the main roster. You were hyping him up and you don't put him in a match that would, I don't know, kind of introduce him to the fucking main audience a little bit and have him have a good showing. But no, Nia Jax had to be in this fucking match. Nia Jax had to fucking eliminate Mustafa Ali, be in here for 5 minutes, and get the shit kicked out of her. Like, yes, that was fucking funny to see. The RKO, fantastic. I loved it. The 619, great. The super kick, great. I loved seeing all that shit. But it should not have happened. I hate it. Again, I give this match a 2 out of 5 because there was some good things about it. A lot of people looked really good. But the bad shit was terrible. This event was fine overall.
Yeah, this wasn't the best.
I give it a overall 2 out of 5.
2.5.
Yeah, no, this was very disappointing. Thank God this didn't happen last year. I can tell you that. Anyway.
God, that would have been a miserable experience for you.
Thank you guys for watching. Please be on the lookout for next month's video, which would be Elimination Chamber. Which would be fine, I guess. I don't really give a shit anymore. I don't care.
You're just done with life, Andrew.
What?
You're just done with life, Andrew.
I'm just done with the fucking... I'll get over this. I always do, but fuck this.
Yeah, it's like, you know, the few days you're like, oh, this shit, man, and then you kind of just get over it, and then they do it to you, and then they do it to you again.
All right, so you have anything else to say before we head off?
Thank you all for watching. I very much appreciate it. You know, always fun to be with my boy here. So you can check me out my YouTube channel, FilmFan0599, and we'll see you all later.
Yeah, please remember, guys, to comment, like, subscribe, do all the kind of fun stuff, and to holler if you hear me.
You should be involved in the NXT title.